Well,
not yet.
it hasn't started yet.
Not yet.
Although he's probably
Alright.
going to be taking a defensive stance.
I gotta take note of everyone's initiatives.
Should me and Iris determine who goes first out of us two?
Let's just get to that when it comes to that.
Okay.
I mean, I could go first, grab him, and you could just shoot at him for your turn.
I'm happy with whichever way round you want to do this.
Okay.
Shamrock. Fire your crossbow at him first. Let's see how he reacts.
That's what I was planning on doing. Oh boy.
Just testing the water, guys. That's all.
Onyx is going to use his sniper. But
what if he responds to being shot?
So Onyx.
Well, we don't know what his initiative is. For all we know, it's 47 or something like that.
It probably is higher than ours, but he's probably going to let us take the first shot because
he's probably going to do it. Yeah, he's probably going to stay defensive just because he just doesn't want to get hit. He doesn't need to knock us out. Or actually, no, he did say that we lose.
Well, he wins if he lowers our aura down to
all of our auras down to 0. So he might actually attack.
So top of the round, that goes to Shamrock.
Right, well.
I'm pulling up the battle music on SoundCloud.
I roll my text.
Go ahead.
What do I roll first for my crossbow? My dex? Oh boy.
Let's see here. The crossbow would be. I feel like we should just ignore. We should just use dexterity and ignore like the attack bonuses or whatever in the character sheets.
For ranged weapon, it's your dexterity plus your attack boost plus a d20.
Oh, so that would be a +5. Oh, that works.
Okay. Well, here we go. If he kills me first, I blame you all. Wow.
Well, nope.
Then we automatically
Rolling
lose
today,
because
too.
then, basically, if one of us gets knocked out, we lose since we got to get 3 hits.
No.
Each.
Well, no, not necessarily. If that person gets 3 hits before they get knocked out, then yes. Then we're not done.
Man, that's just a given, regardless if we won or lost. We don't give up.
Yeah,
and it might be. It's not necessarily a team thing. It's each person that gets 3 hits gets the 3 gets to miss 3 classes type thing. So we don't know. We're just gonna fight to the last minute.
Are we using an attack boost or proficiency addition on the weapons? Because I think proficiency tends to make more sense as how it's typically done. I'm just asking for the sake of knowing what it is I'm going to roll when I do roll something.
Well, it's currently labeled as attack boost, but we could rename it to proficiency.
Well, I mean, normally you'd just be using Dex or Strength plus your proficiency to roll an attack in a SRD20 system.
Yeah, but there's no like skill for our weapons, so we couldn't put a proficiency into that.
Well, it should be assumed you're proficient with the weapon you've chosen to use.
Yeah, but so we can definitely call the boost that we get a proficiency.
Yeah, so just +3s to everything, I guess.
All right, so that was a miss from Shamrock's, and Crimson, you're next.
All right. So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna fire. I'm gonna fire my Umbra at him, basically just at his feet. I'm not actually pointing at him. So that is a 2 to hit. So I'm just adding the plus to attack. I'm not adding my dexterity or anything, right?
Yeah. 18. It'll be off a bit, but it will still. Okay. I didn't actually think this one through because it's an explosive weapon and it's still got like a 5-foot radius on its shot.
Hey, that's a hit.
Well, it would normally miss. It'd still be like in his vicinity, and you still have to.
What
And he'll
I'm
hit a
doing,
half damage, but then he'll still have to make a dexterity save. But this is your job is to hit him, not kill him.
right? I'm not really firing. Crimson pretty much knows that they're not going to be able to win this because he's a seasoned huntsman versus a bunch of scrubs. So,
Scrubs.
yeah, I mean we're students. So
Doesn't mean we're scrubs. I mean, you have to be pretty proficient to make it into Beacon.
Iris is arrogant and pragmatic. She's gonna try to win.
All right. Well,
well, I'm
it's an
gonna
explosive
fight like
weapon,
I'm
so I'll
going to
count that as a hit.
But what Crimson is actually looking for is patterns and stuff like that because he's more of a strategic fighter. He's not a he doesn't rely solely on his martial skills. He tries to analyze and do all that. So that's basically what he's trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Analyze how his movements and how we can trap him and stuff like that.
All right. So that's one hit. So he wasn't expecting any explosive weaponry so early, and it caught him off guard.
Okay, so I rolled 2
Now-
D8, right? And you take half of that.
You don't really need to roll damage though, because your job is to like hit him straight up and not kill him.
I don't want to kill him.
Uh,
I want to murder him.
Oh, what? Okay. So it's now Rain's turn. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Why is he coming at me?
Listen, here's how it's gonna go.
He's gonna kill you.
He runs forward, slides to a stop between you and Crimson. He'll raise, and you see him raise his hands once again, and then open his hands wide at Crimson and let's see.
Oh shit, we're fighting Iron Man. Iron Man confirmed.
Oh,
All right. I have a question. How well lit is the arena?
It's like
But-
spotlights.
Okay,
Like
because
big
so I was
spotlights.
wondering if it was the brightness of the Pyrrha versus Team Cardinal fight,
I think
or the
that's
Pyrrha
cinematic.
versus Mercury fight.
That was the fight with Pyrrha versus Cardinal. That's cinematic.
Okay. Can I use my semblance as an interrupt?
What?
What do you mean?
Can I
I'm
use
not-
it as an
I'm
interrupt
sorry.
to like dodge his attack?
What do you mean?
Let me
Let
look
let.
at the character sheets real quick.
So part of my semblance is I can teleport between shadows. You just confirmed there are shadows here, so I'm trying to teleport from one shadow to another so that his attack doesn't hit me.
Thought he said it was
All right. Well, I mean,
all lit.
so in instinct you kind of dodge out of the way, but he raises his arms and goes for Crimson and Iris.
Oh, okay.
Make
Oh, of course. Okay.
strength saving throws.
Strength. So the saving throw would be 1d20 plus strength bonus.
Yes.
Strength mod.
Hey.
What's your strength modifier? It's 2. Oh wow. That's
I'm as strong as a girl.
so.
I gotta be strong with my axe, man.
So Crimson, you immediately feel your body tense up, and you can't, and you feel yourself tensing, but you can't move anymore. You can't feel yourself moving, as if something's holding you. Iris, as much as you struggle, something catches you and pulls you upright. So you're just standing there, weapons at the ready, but not really at a specific stance.
Oh no, shadow possession jutsu
So
confirmed.
does that mean I survived, or am I not able to move?
You're unable to move, and now he's
Okay.
all 5 of you see him kind of moving his hands a little, moving his hands and fingers a little. Make perception checks. Just be curious. Just curious.
Oh my god, he's a freaking sectoid, isn't he?
Huh?
We're being mind controlled.
Yeah, he's mind controlling us.
There's my
He's
perception
mind
check.
spin and landed the mind control.
Yeah, that second one's not supposed to be done.
Could I
So,
make an insight
sleep.
roll to try and tell what all I can do? Or like, is there a way
Iris?
that I could roll the check and figure out what I can do despite not being able to move? Like, do I have access to my aura and semblance?
Go ahead.
Okay, so what would that be? Like insight?
Yeah, insight. You're just trying to see what you can do.
Okay, so let me pull up my macro. Insight. 20.
Oh, wow. So, despite being stuck and not able to move, you're looking carefully at Rain's weaponry, and it looks like there's definitely something mechanic about it. Meanwhile, Onyx, you squint a little, and you can see a little glint in the light, and there's something like shining in the path between his fingers and Iris.
Okay.
It is now.
Am I able to tell what's shining? Is it like a string or
It
light?
looks like you think it's string, but there's something extra about it.
Okay.
You can't tell. It's actually your turn next.
Alright, so I am going to
That's a
use
string.
my semblance to... let me just make sure that this is... how much do we get for movement?
30 feet or like 6 spaces.
Alright, so I'm going to use my semblance to get behind him. And I'm going to switch my weapon to back into his sword. And I'm going to attack him.
Okay. Roll with advantage because he's preoccupied with.
Okay, so that's
Terms of
I
defense
roll
at the
twice and pick the highest.
Yes.
By the way, each use of semblance is a
It's at
semblance
least
point,
1
right?
point, and the
Yeah.
higher difficulties it'll increase.
Yep.
Right.
Ooh,
So
18.
how, what did we go with for the number of semblance points that we get? So I can
5.
5
5?
plus 3, because we leveled up and we
Okay.
took
It
one
was like
16.
5 plus a 16th of your aura at the max aura at the moment.
16th. All right. What's this?
16th.
Calculator. Don't know why I didn't know.
2.75.
All right. So yeah.
And you round
So.
up.
All right. So. I now have
Uh,
7 points.
Iris has to. I still have to update Iris's character sheet just for convenience.
Hmm.
So, all right, you used up. Let's say 1 semblance point, and you go in for a thrust, but
No,
he
I'm
sees that
doing my normal cleave. Onyx
cleave?
likes his cleave.
So you go in for the cleave, and he sees it. He sees it so early. It's because it's so calculated. So and he, while still holding his hands in proper position, he jumps up high enough so that it just passes
Wait,
right below.
How did he see it? I teleported to behind him. He didn't even see me
Fair enough.
move behind him.
He's a
You were fighting
seasoned
a very,
huntsman.
very experienced huntsman.
All right then.
It is now Iris and Panzer's turn. But Iris can't do anything.
Okay.
So
Uh,
Panzer can go first. I got an idea.
You did do an insight check though, so.
So what I wanted to check with my insight is, do I still have